Hey, what's going on, guys? If you're looking to rebuild your credit the right way, you may need a secured credit card, okay? In this video, I'm going to show you guys the top secured credit cards for August 2023. Let's go straight into it because I know you're looking to build your credit the right way and fast. Let's go. All right, guys, so the very first card on our list is going to be the Capital One Platinum secured credit card, okay? Let's go ahead and go straight into it. So now this one has a $0 annual fee. There is no opportunity to do a balance transfer or anything like that because it is a secured credit card, okay? It does have a regular APR of 30%, 30.49%, guys. Interest rates are most definitely creeping up, so you do not want to carry a balance on these cards, okay? Don't get me wrong, 30% of like $20 for $50 is not going to be that big of a deal, to be totally honest with you. But at the end of the day, you don't want to start the habit of swiping, carrying a balance, and then paying more than you should, or paying the banks more than you should, okay? Then of course, as far as recommended credit history, so it says no credit history, but they still do a hard pull, okay? Now what I mean by that is they will take a look at your credit report, so you do have to qualify. This isn't one of those credit cards where you can apply and they don't look at anything. They're going to look for certain qualifications, so you may get declined, okay? But don't panic, okay? But let's go ahead and think on the positive side, okay? If we're thinking on the positive side, then they have a tier system, okay? Their tier system works just like this, okay? Tier number one is going to be $49 deposit, okay? That means you only have to give them $49 and they're going to give you a $200 credit limit, okay? If you don't qualify for the 49, you're going to qualify for level two. Level two is $100 deposit with a $200 limit. And then if you don't qualify for that, last but not least, it's going to be the $200 deposit, and that's for a $200 limit, okay? Now, the reason why a lot of people like Capital One is because they give you an opportunity to build a relationship with them, okay? So, for example, they're one of the nation's largest, auto loan lenders in the subprime arena. That means if your credit score is anywhere between 650 all the way down to about 550, that's why you guys get so much mail from Capital One Auto Finance, simply because they give out a lot of auto loans, guys. And they most definitely love it when you already have a credit card with them and you're already establishing your credit. I myself rebuilt my credit with a platinum secured credit card from Capital One. And let me tell you something, it most definitely will help you do the same thing, okay? Let's go ahead and go to the second card that's on the list. It's going to be the Secured Chime Credit Builder card. Now, this one card has been out for quite some time now. A lot of people like this card because you're able to attach it to their checking account as well too. So if you guys are looking for a dual combo, you most definitely can get this particular secured credit card because it attaches to a checking account. So if you're able to kind of almost use it like a debit card in a sense, and you don't have to worry about requalifying for a lot of different things, okay? But this one has no annual fee. You can't do a balance transfer. The regular APR is going to vary just depending, because again, they're trying to model it like a debit card. So you're using what you have in a sense, okay? And then of course, there is no recommended credit history. They will look at your credit, but this one is going to be a little bit different. They're going to look at various factors outside of what just Capital One will look at. So your approval rating is going to be a lot higher with the Secured Chime Credit Builder Visa card, okay? Next is going to be the Capital One Quicksilver secured credit card, okay? So if you want something with a little more points, a little bit more flair, a little flash, okay, but you are still rebuilding your credit, you still can make this card work as well too, okay, guys? Now, this one is going to give you 5% cash back on hotels, rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, where you'll get Capital One's best prices on thousands of trip options, okay? And then you're also going to get 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere, okay, guys? So listen, this is huge because as you saw with the other two credit cards, a lot of credit card companies aren't known for giving rewards and points and travel stuff or cash back, especially on secured credit cards, okay? That's typically not going to happen, okay? Because again, you're rebuilding. You're lucky that the bank, I won't say lucky, but the bank is putting you in position to rebuild your credit the right way, guys, okay? So this is most definitely a good card to have. But even better than that, there's a $0 annual fee. You can't do a balance transfer. The regular APR is going to be around about 30.49%. Guys, rates are going up on credit cards, but again, only if you are carrying balances. You do not want to carry a balance, okay? This is the time you don't want to do that. And so it says, again, no recommended credit history, but I'll be honest, guys, they will run your credit. The higher your score, the better this is going to be. Now, you don't have to apply for a secure credit card if your credit score is 650 or higher, 640 or higher. If you're like under secure credit cards, honestly, are like for 600 and under, okay? You can qualify for some unsecured cards. As a matter of fact, you can apply for the Capital One Platinum unsecured credit card if your credit score is above, I would say, like I mentioned, about above like 600, 610, 620, 630, somewhere in that range. But if you are in that range, you most definitely want to consider doing that, okay? Again, this is going to be a great card for you. And again, this is if you're looking for points and you're going to be rebuilding at the same time, okay? The next one's going to be the Open Sky Secured Visa card. Now, actually, they should be on here twice because they actually have two options that you can go with. Option one is going to be to go ahead and go with the $200 deposit, all right? And by the way, this one runs no credit at all, as long as you don't have any open accounts with them in the past that you've messed up. And which, by the way, let's talk about that. What happens if you mess up with an account, right? And with the credit card company, and let's say, for example, you have a credit card company and you had a balance, and then for whatever reason, things didn't work out right, and the account closed out, but you had a balance, so there was a charge off. Okay, I'm telling you, and you won't hear this from a lot of people, you need to consider your charge off accounts. Okay, here's why: because that utilization, a lot of times they're not able to sell it to a collection company. Okay, typically how it would work is you would have the account originally, everything's going well, things go south, so now it's not going well. Now you have the balance, they close the account out, now it's a charge off. Until they sell it to a collection company, that utilization, those late payments, all of the bad stuff is still on your credit report. Now you can try to dispute it, but disputes don't guarantee removals, and removals don't guarantee points. Disputes don't guarantee removals, and removals don't guarantee points. So you have to understand that, okay? But saying that to say, even if you did that, all you got to do is just call the bank and just call them and just make the payment. Okay, you could even potentially do a settlement. Remember, you gave these companies your money. Okay, and you don't, even if it wasn't a secure credit card, you still can make an arrangement with the company that is unsecured. So keep those things in mind, guys. Okay, but either way, back to Open Sky. So now this one actually is going to be at $35 annual fee. There's no balance transfer on this one, and the regular APR is going to be a little bit less at 22.39%. There's no credit history for this one because this was an automatic approval. Again, as long as you've never had an account with them in the past that you did bad on. If you had an account on in the past and then things went well, then you should be fine. But other than that, everyone's going to get approved for this one. Now they do have another card as well too. And I'm actually surprised it didn't make the list. But either way, that other card is where instead of giving them a $200 deposit, you get them a $300 deposit. And then this one can be upgraded to an unsecured credit card, okay, with credit limit increases, okay? That's huge for Open Sky. Open Sky has never done that before, ever, okay? The only thing Open Sky got to do now is start allowing authorized users. That will be a game changer. I'm going to have to reach out to them, okay? But either way, that's that one on that one. And then the last one, next to last, is going to be the Applied Bank Secured Credit Card Gold Preferred Credit Card. Now, this is if you can't get with anybody else. These next two cards are if like you at the bottom of the barrel, okay? There's nothing else you could do. But honestly, Open Sky, I don't care how bad your situation is. You should be good to go with Open Sky no matter what the situation is, okay? But either way, $48 annual fee, no balance transfer. This one's going to give you an APR of 9.99%. All right. And then, of course, this one is actually letting you know what scores they're looking for. I better not ever see you apply for this credit card and your credit score is 600 or above. That would be insane. That would be crazy. That would be stupid. If you did something like that, please do not consider applying for a secure credit card if your credit score is over 600, okay? Like 620 max, because you have options. There's always a company that's looking to do business with you that has an unsecured credit card. 600 and 650. That's where Capital One is going to be shining out. That's where Credit One is going to be showing up. Okay. That's where Merrick Bank is going to be showing up. That's where Mission Lane is going to be showing up. Okay. So again, there are some credit card options that are available to you. But again, only consider secure credit cards if you are under 600. That's where you want to spend a lot of your time. But either way, that's where it says your score is going to be. Again, now Applied Bank is like, again, the bottom of the barrel in my personal opinion. But again, that's right at the bottom of the list. Next is going to be the First Progress Platinum Elite MasterCard. Now, this one is a secure credit card, okay? And of course, $29 annual fee. You can't do a balance transfer. And then the APR is going to be 24.99%, all right? And then it says no credit history, but guys, they will be running your credit. Not only will they run your credit, they will most definitely deny you if you don't have everything in place. Okay, so you most definitely want to strongly consider going against this credit card. Please do not go with this credit card unless, again, it is the final option that you have. Okay, those are the best secure credit cards that you most definitely want to consider. If you want to learn more about those cards, you want to compare those cards, you can do so at the links down below inside the description. We'll catch you guys on the next video.